How's it going, guys? Overkill 48 here again with another video. This time it is a review. I know it's been a while since I did one, but I think you got a pretty good idea looking already what the review is going to be. It's going to be a comparison review of Goku Black, Dragon Stars, and SH Figuarts. Both pretty cool figures. You get what you pay for in the price point with these guys. So, first up, we'll look at the Dragon Stars box. I always loved how these boxes are made because there's a little picture there. So cool. And the back, you can see the Build-A-Figure and everything on it. I'm missing Blue Vegeta, Zamasu, and Future Trunks to complete my set. I do only have these three here. This is the first one I'm going to be opening from this wave, actually. I was holding off till I got my Figuarts in so I could do this video. Pretty cool. Next, we will look at the Figuarts box. You can see it's Goku Black. Got a whole bunch of pieces inside. Different poses and stuff you can do with the figure. And this one's got different head swaps, obviously, and some extra bias effects and a lot more articulation points than the Dragon Stars one does. And you'll see that the sculpt is a little bit better. Everybody has their preference, but this guy is obviously more expensive than the Dragon Stars, and he's definitely more expensive now because for some reason he's red hot and he's gotten at least over double in price right now. So if you find one for retail close to it, grab it because it's going to be hard to get later on, guys. I don't know if the Dragon Stars will do the same or not. But without further ado, we'll get this started. Also, I'd like to point out from the DBZ Figuarts RIP page on Facebook, I won these blast effects. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this picture from a little while back. All I was doing was holding on to these guys for Goku Black to use. I know it ain't perfect to the pinkish color he uses, but I thought it would work pretty good. Glad to win the raffle, the free raffle. Awesome to be able to get that. As you can see, I did get two of the Figuarts Goku Blacks. This one's going to stay in package. So, let's get this guy open and looked at. While I'm opening this, let me know, guys, did you get either of these figures yet? You planning on getting them? Are you a Dragon Stars collector? I know they scale pretty decent compared to Marvel Legends. You can see that in my Beers review I did last year sometime, but I'll link it up here anyway if you want to check it out. You can see there's the Build-A-Figure piece. I'm just going to leave it in the package for now. There's no point in dragging it out. I know these guys are usually in there pretty stiff. So here's the figure. Like I said, there is no black hair powered down mode for him, but you can see he does have the time ring, and he does have the Batory earring, which is pretty cool. And he's got the pretty evil grin on his face, and as you can see, the head doesn't go up real far, looks down just a smidge, and you can see he does have head turn, and it looks like he's got a little bit of a neck turn to him too, if you can see down in there. Real wobbly, very wobbly head on this guy. And on the arms, you can see he's got the upper cut for turning. They can go up that high, down that low, but I think he can go all the way around. Yep. The sleeve doesn't hinder that too much, and he does have a double jointed elbow to bend. There it goes. A little bit hard to turn. Then for the wrist, it does turn, and he does have interchangeable hands for fists. Obviously, it's the same thing for the other arm. And then for the waist, see, he does turn. And then he's got a little bit of a crunch, I guess. I'm not really sure if it's the crunch or if he's just loose. But you could see. On the legs, you can see a little bit ugly looking, but he can't exactly do a split because of his outfit. So they can go about that high before it starts looking awkward. About that. Oh, it goes pretty far back. And the knees are double jointed as well. I think. Well, I'm not sure if that's considered. No, well, it does have it, but it doesn't bend very well. And obviously the other leg is the same way. There is no uppercut to turn the leg. For the ankle, you can see, twist it side to side. Little bit of movement up and down. As you can see, not much. Sounds better than none, though. And he does come with an effect piece. I'm not sure which hand you need for this right off. I think it's there we go. Okay, I see how he's made. If you look real close, it's actually designed to take the entire hand off and put the effect piece in like so. It's alright, I guess. I was hoping it was something that you could slide the piece over the hand, but that will work. And we'll look at the fists. I can get them out of the package. We'll change one of them out, the left hand. As you can see, I went to change the left hand out and the whole peg come out. But that should be able to go back in. Let's see if we can get the hand out. Nope. That comes out too easy, I guess. Okay, the hand is out. There's the peg back. We don't want you being like 10. You do got to keep both your hands, man. So we can do the fist. And like I've told you before, I'm not a great poser, so that is the Dragon Stars Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose. You can tell the drastic difference in color compared to my statue as well. So we can get this guy to stand. And there's the hands for him. So, like I said, there's a Build-A-Figure piece. And we will move this guy to the side. All the stuff. And look at the SH Figuarts version. So let's scoot him back. Hopefully he won't fall again. And let's crack this guy open. Have any of you guys started the SH Figuarts Black Hole yet? Something I started many years ago, and there's only a few figures that I am missing. I'm missing both of the Comic-Con exclusive Gokus, as well as the World Tour and Mexican Goku, but those are both the same as some of the other Comic-Cons. I do have the Kaioken Goku, at least from the San Diego Comic-Con variant. And I'm missing OG Vegeta. And then a box for my OG Trunks. Other than that, I've got them all so far. As you can see right off the bat, this one looks much better. Scaled lower though. So if you were to put him with your Marvel Legends, then he would look littler in comparison. You can see he also has his time ring and his earring, and he does have the black hair on. And what we'll do right off is we'll look at some of the articulation. You can see the head, and it's not much different. He don't look up much higher, a little bit more. It looks down a lot lower. And he's got the same term. And for the shoulders, he can go up about yay high on each side. He will go up higher if you take these sleeves off. They are made to come off. So if you wanted them off, you could have his range all the way up. It's got a little peg that it goes into. But he does have the upper swivel as well. And he has the double jointed elbows also. And with his wrist, you can see turns. Same for the other side. Now, one difference we see right off the bat, you can see the groove here. And he does got a little bit of an arch to help out, so maybe to back up for powering up. He doesn't look down too far. He doesn't turn real good. You can hear that pop. I guess you had to work him loose a little. But he turns. And he is... the plastic's a little bit stiffer on this one than that other one, except for here. And for the legs, you can see about the same as the other one. The bottom of the gi here does hold it up a little bit. No thigh cut here either. And he does have the double jointed knees as well, which does show more prominently because you can see how far back his leg will go. And you know it's the same on that leg. And I don't know if it turned, no. So we go down to the ankle. You can see much better pivoting for the ankle. Down, up, side to side. And as you could tell when I was moving a second ago, he does have toe pivot. Same for the other foot. You can see the back of the figure. And what we'll do is go ahead and put his Super Saiyan Rose head on so we can compare it to the Dragon Stars. You see how easy the head comes off. He does have an extra face for the black hair. He's got the smirk here. And he's got the angry face there. So you can see the different faces. The Super Saiyan Rose head the same way. He has kind of like an angry face, I guess you'd call it, and a screaming face. We'll go with the angry face because it's the closest one we've got to match the smirk face. And we'll set this in the package. You can already tell a big difference in the color of the pink as well for the rose. Still has the earring on, as it should. This is the trick I always have with Figuarts, is that peg wants to bend down to get it into that hole precisely. I think I got it in. You could tell. There it is, Super Saiyan Rose Goku. You could put him in a little bit more dynamic poses for his powering up. Put him in a little bit easier. If I could get everything to line out right for me. There we go. You could see, and you can even push the arms in to make the sleeves flush without having them sticking out on you. Now let's look at what his energy effect is like. Alright, right off the bat, you can tell the color differentiation and size. If this would actually slide almost over top of that one, but you can tell how it's designed to be done. I want to point out that all of his hands do have the time ring as well. If I can get the hand out of the package, his peg stayed in. He's got an actual hand designed. Looks like a karate chop. I like this function much better because then all you have to do is just slide that effect piece on. It looks more natural. So it's pretty cool. He's got the fist here. He has the Kamehameha effect piece 2. We will look at it next. I'm going to assemble it here. If it's anything like the old Goku I have, it should have special slots, kind of like the models you see me build for the stands and stuff, how they've got different slots. I don't want to come out easy, but we can work around that and use each thing to help get these out. Wish I had an actual number count for you guys to tell you how many Figuarts I'm up to now. I do want to point out that I also collect the Naruto line. I am missing a couple of those guys too. It's a different video for a different day though. If you want to see that, let me know and we will do a video on it as well. But yeah, it's got different slots for this. It's just locating them is the trick. So first up is a half moon looking slot. I push in there pretty good for it to hold in. Then we've got, looks like to be a little dot. It's odd looking. I think that's it right there. And then we have, you can see they go pretty flush, even though they stick out quite a bit. They do go into this fairly flush. And they stick out fairly well. Just got to be able to find it to get them all in. I thought I pushed that one in farther than it did. It looked pretty wicked the way it first went. So, while I'm doing this, I'd also like to know from you guys. How about letting me know in the comments what your favorite Dragon Ball series is? I know we got a lot of different fans of different generations. Each is pretty awesome on their own. There it is, complete. That's pretty wicked looking. Kamehameha Blast. Let's check this guy out with his hand to see if we can get him to pose with it. Like I said, you can see he's got a whole bunch of hands, which is pretty cool. Sorry about that. My phone is being weird to me yet again. We're used to it by now, ain't we guys? I believe it's been the past 5 or 6 videos we've had that issue. It's alright, just kick the flash off. We'll be alright without it. We've got the gist of what the figures look like. So, the weird thing about this Kamehameha effect, it's supposed to have little, I guess, thumb holes. Hand holes. Like right here you can see a spot for each finger and thumb. The expert poser I am, you know. I do such a great job with it. So it's kind of wild. Seems like it should be the other way. But anyway, we get the point. It's got the Kamehameha effect piece. You can do the little stance. Let's try it this way. See if it's any better looking. Yeah, a little bit. So pull it to the side. Definitely stiff joints on this guy. Definitely. Alright. There we go. Goku Black getting ready to fire off his version of a Kamehameha wave. I really wish these guys came with some stands. But there we go. We got them. Let's look at this. It's pretty dope. I didn't do too bad with it, did I? What's cool is one of his attacks allows for doppelgangers. So this one could actually be posed near him for the doppelganger effect. In essence, you could have probably 7 or 8 of these guys together just to get that. You could see that his arm flexed out quite a bit to allow me to get in for that Kamehameha. Might not be the prettiest design with that black sticking out. No pun intended. That's pretty cool. That is both of the Dragon Ball Super Goku Black figures. Let's see if I can get this guy looking a little different for you. Fine stance, if he'll stand for me. That's the one thing I don't like about the Dragon Star's ankle pivot that it has. It does not want to work with standing. A lot harder to stand than the Figuarts version. There we go. I'll zoom, I'll get you to look at the difference in the hair. See how shiny this one is? And this, you can see the pink with the white in it. So it's drastically different. The outfit's pretty similar for the most part, except for the Dragon Stars is shinier altogether. The black, the gray, the pink, everything's shiny, metallic looking, as opposed to the more matte, flat, realistic colors from the Figuarts. That's a pretty good comparison right there to tell you guys exactly what they're like. And like I said, with their effect pieces, tell the size comparisons. I do like the coloration of the Dragon Stars one better. It's pretty cool. It's got that translucent look as opposed to just almost a solid pink. But I like the function of the hand to go in, like I said. You know, you've got a function for a hand to make it look more realistic, especially if you're a toy photographer, as opposed to just sliding this onto the peg. But you can tell the size comparison on it's drastically different. Because I mean, that'll fit down in it just about. But it's cool nonetheless. And other than a couple extra hands that I kind of showed you it was in the package anyway, that's going to be about it. And I think this stuff will color good with my character. Be cool to get them displayed. So guys, what do you think? Whether you are or aren't a Dragon Ball fan, it'd be cool to have your input. You know, you're looking at a figure here that's half the price of the Figuarts version. And I know I'm not the best reviewer on YouTube. I'm sure you can find some other videos that's going to give you a lot better input. But keep in mind, I am not an actual toy reviewer. I'm just got a passion for Dragon Ball, and I did want to do a review for these guys. And I'm sorry to drag it out so long. I just thought there was a lot of stuff that needed to be said about the figures. But, you know, let me know what you think. Would you be satisfied with the Dragon Stars, or would you rather have the Figuarts? I know sometimes money and finances step in, but, you know, for the sake of argument, if you didn't have to worry about the finance version, that wasn't an issue, which would you opt for? You know, you could see the differences, like I said. So just let me know in the comments, which would you opt for if you were able to choose without any issues. But I think that's going to be it, guys. Really appreciate you watching. The Zero Mortal plan will be fulfilled with these guys. Can't leave you out of the party back there, can I? But that is it, guys. Just a different type of video for me compared to usual. I've only done one other review. So, I might do some more of this. I've got a Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, whichever you want to call them. Goku, much shorter for me to say. I could do a comparison for too, so I may get it out next. But yeah, it's gonna be it for the video, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for all the input, the comment, the likes, everything. I appreciate every bit of it. And until next time, I bid you farewell.